We were in anatomy and brain together. I don't know, it's like Cooper. He sat behind me and told me. I don't know. I love it. So I'm like, Miss Picardo would just.
Why are they going the wrong way?
They're not going the wrong way.
They are so going the wrong way.
Anatomy. I don't think he followed us. Marine. Wait. On the way home.
Are these like all the teachers or just like teachers?
No, it's everybody.
He's pretty winning.
He's really nice. You can tell.
Wait, what's the one from Teal Aquamarine?
Do you have any other choices?
What's the tealish aquamarine?
Guys,
My shirt.
Can we do a note?
Yeah, okay, tell me.
And my mom was like, there's a small house on the market. Go.
Somebody's pointing.
And then
Okay. You ready?
Sneezes.
Nice and loud. It's like 2/3 of the way in.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I would ask at this time you please be seated. It is my pleasure to introduce Parsa Shahidi, the Vice President of the Class of 2015.
Welcome, family, friends, and faculty, to the joyous graduation of the Class of 2015, as we gather in celebrating 4 outstanding years and embark on our journey ahead. At this moment, I would kindly ask all military veterans to stand as we honor and recognize those who dedicate their lives to serving and protecting this great nation day in and day out. Thank you to our nation's veterans. At this time, I invite everyone to please stand as I recite our nation's Pledge of Allegiance and a salute to our flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. At this time, the vocal ensemble will perform the national anthem. Thank you.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is John Smith, and I'm the headmaster of Dover-Sherborn High School. It is my pleasure to introduce Mr. James Dawle, the chair of the Dover Selectman, and Mr. Michael Gimo, the chair of the Sherborn Selectmen. Both of these gentlemen will offer greetings to the class of 2015. Mr. Dawle.
Good evening. On behalf of the town of Dover, I would like to congratulate the 2015 graduating class of the Dover-Sherborn Regional High School, along with my many thanks to the administration and faculty for continuing to lead our youth, as they say, to quote the region's mission, discover and pursue their full potential. Superintendent Bliss, Headmaster Smith, graduates, thank you for inviting me. This is my 4th straight year with the honor of representing Dover at the graduation, so in many ways, I'm also trying to graduate. I would like to acknowledge the leadership of Superintendent Bliss and Headmaster Smith. Their leadership and dedication to the learning experience should be commended. The DS High School continues its excellence as one of Massachusetts' best. But ultimately, it's the students' outstanding performance that determines these accolades, so you should be very proud of what you've accomplished. I would be remiss not to mention Superintendent Bliss this evening. Steve is a tremendous leader who has worked tirelessly in a difficult position as a regional superintendent. I do wish my friend the very best. I know he will be missed. I wish all the graduates the very best going forward, and you should take an opportunity to thank your fellow classmates, your teachers, administrators, and more importantly, your families for their support. I do have one message I hope you take away this evening, and that is the world is very flat now. By this I mean communication is instantly widespread and for the most part permanent. So be careful with your decisions and respect one another. Again, congratulations and thank you very much.
We'll now hear greetings from Mr. Michael Jaimo, Sherborn Selectman Chair.
Good evening. It is a great pleasure to be here tonight representing the town of Sherborn in this celebration of the Dover-Sherborn Regional High School class of 2015. It's a particular pleasure because my daughter Mari is one of the graduating class, and I remember many of you from as far back as kindergarten soccer and preschool. My, how you have grown. So first, congratulations to the graduates, and second, congratulations also to the families and friends who encouraged and supported you, the teachers who challenged you to succeed, and the school administrators and staff whose collective efforts all made this day possible. Your graduation is an individual accomplishment that comes from a team effort. We are extremely fortunate to have in Sherborn and Dover a school system of the highest quality. This is not by chance. It reflects the high value that the residents of these two small towns place on education. We support the school system with our votes, an extraordinary amount of our tax dollars, and our time as volunteers. In these ways, the residents and taxpayers of our two towns have also made this day possible, and they are also part of your team. It is understandable if you have some apprehension about leaving DS, and it would be surprising if you didn't, but you should know for certain that as graduates of this high school, you are very well prepared for the next stages of your lives. You're prepared because you've invested your time and effort over the past 4 years to better yourself through studying, writing papers, lab reports, and completing other assignments, and you've given your all on the stage and in the studio and on the playing field, in the pool, in community service and student government. You've made what you could of the opportunities DS offers to learn and gain experiences. The school has prepared you well for the next stage of your lives because families, teachers, school administration and staff, and the residents of our two communities believe in your potential. Everyone who has invested their time, effort, and financial and other resources in your education believes in you. Through this combination of your effort and the investment of others, giving you a good start in life, your DS education gives you a strong foundation on which to build your future. Let that foundation give you confidence and strength to challenge yourself, go beyond your comfort zone, and try new things. Continue to learn every day, see new places, meet and share experiences with people from different backgrounds and with different perspectives than yours. Explore your surroundings, find people and places you care about. Build on that foundation a life that is happy and robust and interesting and sustainable and meaningful. And as you move on to the next stages of your life, know that you can still draw on the support system that got you here today. When something is difficult or when you feel stuck or when you need a boost in the years ahead, look to the love and support of family and friends and recall the wisdom and skills imparted by your teachers. If you start to get discouraged, remember that the small towns you came from have great faith in you. We're sending you out into the world well prepared, and we are confident in your abilities. At ages 17 or 18 or 19, you may not yet be fully formed into the people you will eventually become, but you are well on your way. And let me tell you, you have come a long way from what I saw in preschool and kindergarten soccer. The people in the communities of Sherborn and Dover stand behind you. The residents wish you well. We know we've invested wisely in your education and given you a strong foundation for a successful, happy, forward-looking lives in a dynamic world. We look forward to seeing what you can build on that foundation and what you will build on it after you leave DS. So congratulations again, class of 2015, and best of luck to all of you.
It's now my pleasure to please call forward Mr. Brian Thompson, President of the class of 2015, who will present our welcome greeting. Mr. Thompson.
Wow, okay. First of all, hello, I'm Brian Thompson. And before I do anything, I just want to speak on behalf of the entire class and thank everyone who was involved in getting us here. you're gonna have to bear with me because that's pretty much everyone sitting here. All the parents, siblings, and friends, our class advisors, Mr. Sweeney and Ms. Genetasio, my fellow class officers and student council, obviously Mr. Smith, Ms. Keegan, Mr. Bliss, Dr. LeDuc, the entire system of administration, everyone who works at the school, the custodial and landscaping staff, Ms. Rance, Ms. Civita, everybody in the guidance office. But most importantly, I'd like to thank the teachers, Chickering, Pine Hill, middle school, high school. You guys have had such an impact on getting us here, and we all appreciate it so much. We're actually going to steal your seats, but last time we did that, that was mixed bag reviews at best, so I'm going to cut that. Anyway, quick reminder, I didn't win an essay contest. I'm not a valedictorian of sorts, but what I lack in intensive vocabulary and sophistication, I'll try to make up for it with a little heart, witty anecdotes, the usual. I did write this with the thesaurus and most of the English department, though, so. Yeah. I'm going to act as a voice of the people. They didn't ask for a voice of the people, but they're getting one. We're going to get deep here. It's going to be Casey Potts' knowledge bomb of sorts. But unlike Casey Potts, I am a firm believer that time exists, so I'm going to try to keep it short. I still remember my sister's graduation. No, seriously, it's brutal, because I won 3 badges in Pokemon Fire Red during that thing. So I broke even. I'm trying to stay relatively positive about graduating, even though I'll miss seeing everybody daily, all the shining faces. But I have a couple quick negative things that I already hate about it. So bear with me. Outside of how stupid this hat makes me look, it's bad. First of all, I hate that those annoying people who said high school flies by so fast were right. I hate that I'm becoming one of those people, and I'm going to start telling that to all the little kids. And I hate that those kids are not going to listen to me, A little respect would be nice. Anyway, this is really weird. This is our graduation. This isn't like, oh, that'll be us in a few years. It's like happening right now. This is present tense, baby. This is big. Like when I start talking, we start graduating. This is scary. We've been building this for a decade. 13 years is so long. I realize now it would have been more impressive if I calculated the days or something, but I assure you from experience, 13 years is very long. Trust me. I still remember kindergarten with the Chickering kids. I was an elephant in the play, even though I really saw myself as more of a juggler. I'm not bitter, it's just I can juggle and most of the kids couldn't. Then we had mandatory chorus with Mr. Jones, rocked the house with No One Can Tell Me Nobody Knows Where the Wind Comes From, Where the Wind Goes. Blew that one out the park. That's lasting memory. Then we finally got to come together in middle school, and we became Dover-Sherborn. And I don't really remember what towns people are from, It's crazy. The DC trip was a big memory for me, but let's be real, middle school was not our peak, aesthetically, emotionally, we were not there. And the DC trip, it seems so fun and glorious and cool. It wasn't, because if you look at Facebook, we are repulsive. It's just sweat and hormones. Tell us next time, please, because that's on you. Granted, it was 102 outside, and unfortunately, deodorant wasn't exactly the norm at that point, but still, we gotta step it up in the future. 8th grade was huge, though. I still remember my 8th grade graduation speech, because Nell and Barubi were trying to calm me down. We were practicing. I was so nervous then. I'm nervous now, but then my voice cracks were going full octaves. I swear to God. It was probably a personal best, to be real. Personal worst, if you want to be mean about it. I actually found my old speech on my mom's computer in a folder with all my deep reflective gym class essays for some reason. I don't know how it got there. But everything I said holds true. And I ended my speech saying, let's try to make the next 4 years the best of our lives. And I don't know about everybody here, but that really just happened for me. I don't know. Maybe I'm psychic. I couldn't have been happier here. I still can't believe that was 4 years ago, though, because, wow, we're old. We're borderline regular people now. The freshmen this year were born in the year 2000. That's ridiculous. That's a Jonas Brothers song to me. That's not real life, And these kids aren't even born in my millennium. They're still stealing my DR spots. It's no matter how hard I stare them down. Because one more complaint about high school, it is a hard knock life for the end of the alphabet. So I'm gonna ask one favor from you. Once the R's start going up, I know you wanna get home, but they deserve it, okay? I'm talking T's, U's, V's, everything. Other than that, I loved it here. It is a huge cliche, but we did become a family here, and I know every school says that, but DS is one of the only places where it's actually true. I heard it on every college tour right after they told me not to step on the seal, oops, or pointed out the bridge where if you kiss you get married. But this is real, this is legit, trust me. And we are all moving on to the next chapter in our lives, and that's good and everything, but it is scary. And I just want to say I've been lucky to have all these guys in my life. Even if they don't think they played a role in it, every one of them did. I just learned last year that it wasn't common to know every single person in your class, and my cousins were looking at me like I'm a weirdo. Come on. But this is a real family. All our names fit on the back of one t-shirt. Ladies fit their name on that rock over there. Check Instagram, it's all over it. We cannot avoid each other, and God knows we have tried. It is very hard. Hallways are really narrow because of the lockers that we don't use. And it's so weird to think that all these people who kind of naturally became a part of my life are going to be spread all over America now. And over that time, we really accidentally created this bond with one another, and I couldn't ask for a better group of people to be stuck with, because I've seen a few people outside of the school that I wasn't sure, and I was all like, oh boy, here we go. First alum conversation. But we picked up right where we left off. And I'm painfully awkward in person, so I got through it unscathed. These kids are going to be fine. And even though we're all going to miss each other, we always have that special bond that DS created. This place is just amazing. We're always going to be a part of each other's lives because of this place and this atmosphere. So even though the end of our career here is bittersweet, to say the least, the tide of DS is never ending. So in my heart of hearts, I know this group isn't just going to go their separate ways, or not easily. For me, DS played way more of a role in my life than I ever thought it would, or than I ever realized it did until 2 weeks ago. And we all experienced it different ways, but it did shape who we are today, and I'm so grateful for that. I mean, you can talk about test scores all day, but what makes this place so different is the people and how they treat each other and the real connection everyone has to this field, this school, this town, everything about it. It's amazing. So I guess I just want to thank everyone here for making this part of my life so special. I love you guys. Congrats on getting here. Good luck on everything in the future. It has been an honor to get to know you. Thank you guys so much for everything, really.
Thank you, Brian. We will now have a selection by our a cappella.
You're so ambitious for a juvenile, but then if you're so smart, tell me, why are you still so afraid? Where's the fire? What's the hurry about? You better cool it off before you burn it out. You got so much to do and only so many hours in a day. That you can get what you want, or you can just get old. You're gonna kick off before you even get halfway through. When will you realize Vienna waits for you? Slow down, you're doing fine. You can't be everything you want for your time. Though it's so you can see when you're on waits for you. Slow down, you crazy child. Take the phone off the hook and disappear for a while. It's alright, you can afford to lose a day or two. When will you realize Vienna waits for you? When will you realize Vienna waits for you?
It is now my pleasure to introduce Ms. Brianna Borghi, who is this year's Declamation Finalist speaker. Ms. Borghi.
Thank you very much, Mr. Smith, for the introduction. Good evening, graduating seniors, parents, grandparents, and invited guests, and our faculty members. 2,379 school days. That's 15,661 hours, or 939,705 minutes. We, the 151 members of the class of 2015, have made it through each and every one of those days, hours, and minutes to graduate from the best high school in Massachusetts. And now, as we sit amongst our classmates ready to graduate, I would guess that most of us are now wishing we could have many of those days and hours back. Maybe not so much from freshman year, but definitely the ones from senior year. There are so many more numbers that deserve mention and gratitude as we reflect on our combined accomplishments today. The 65 teachers who consistently put their heart and soul into sharing their passion for many subjects with us, and who have invested the time to prepare us for this day as we embark on our next journey. The front office staff, who never fail to answer all of our questions, and who, with a smile, listen to veiled excuses for being late, and as Ms. Rands would say, you can try to make it. The 6 guidance department professionals who spend endless hours convincing us that the college process will work out, while also acting as psychiatrists to a bunch of overachieving, type A individuals. The administration, always visible on campus and supportive in both our academic and extracurricular activities. As upperclassmen, we had the good fortune of welcoming both Mr. Smith and Ms. Keegan into our community. And of course, what we looked forward to most was hearing Mr. Bliss's voice on a robocall to our home, apologizing for having to cancel school for yet another snow day. And the small but vital group of women, who we fondly refer to as the lunch ladies, who over the years have been placed in the awkward position of making excuses for food that they often had limited control over. The 5 custodians, who work late into the night after sports, play rehearsals, and events to put the school back together and safely store away things we left behind for the next morning. Yes, we are blessed with many hearts and hands invested in our success, and I hope we, the graduating class of 2015, have made you all proud. But numbers don't come close to fully representing our experiences here at Dover-Sherborn. They don't include the all-nighters pulled to finish a paper, or all the time spent socializing in the library instead of doing homework, or even the seemingly long walk from the student lot to the school. We won't remember that B+ we got when we knew we deserved an A-, or that test we failed freshman year that seemed like the end of the world. Instead, we'll remember the special moments we shared with our friends and teachers, the 4 state championships and 18 league championships we won, and still counting, the shows and concerts we performed in, the 4 consecutive years we lost Spirit Week, which is probably the biggest negative of this year, but you know what, Will? We did the best we could. But we even lost the tug of war at Atlantics. On the bright side, since we are the only senior class to not win the tug of war, that makes us pretty unique. We may have never won Spirit Week, but how many senior classes can you think of that would get up at the crack of dawn on their last day of school so that they can arrive at the school at 6 a.m. to effectively pull off a senior prank? Who knew that the teacher parking lot could foster such a bonding experience, proving that we really are like one big happy family? Recently, we had the opportunity to honor those who make DSHS so special at the Teacher Appreciation Assembly. As a school, we got caught up in the moment of honoring Mr. Chickless's 49 years of service, especially as Molly and Izzy led us down memory lane, recounting some of the most legendary Chickless moments, with the help of many other graduating seniors. And now, as we reflect on the past 4 years, we come to realize that high school really becomes one very, very long memory lane. Our junior and senior proms were unforgettable. Last year, we witnessed Danny Moon's winning promposal to Emily Mannix that had everyone talking, and Arthur Woodridge sporting a top hat and cane that we all loved. This year, we got to see Emily Doherty rocking a jumpsuit, Francie impressing us with her dance moves on the dance floor, and the selfie stick making one too many appearances, which, by the way, I am absolutely not ashamed of. And I think it's only appropriate that we do one big giant group selfie right now to remember the moment, because why not? We've all come to know and love it. It has some hate, it really does, but it creates some really great memories, and I think it's only appropriate. So here we go. And then we'll do one this way, and this way. Perfect. Best investment I've made all year, so I highly recommend one. They're great. They make them in Bluetooth, cordless, it's great. Real good memory saver. Other things we'll remember. We'll remember the initial week of Senior Assassins when nobody trusted each other. We'll remember the legendary winning selfie of Andre and Mr. Grusek. The feeling of the world crumbling around us when we realized that Snapchat had been blocked on the school Wi-Fi. And who can forget the day when Melfi came to visit and performed in the auditorium, allowing us to experience a free concert at 9:40 in the morning. We'll recall our town meetings, where every year the hopeful requests for bigger bagels, ice cream, sushi, and a wing bar would be shut down by federal and state regulations. Where Grant would continuously ask for Inside Lacrosse to be unblocked, but to no avail. And where on earth does the money in the general fund go anyway? It seems that this will forever remain a mystery. And it seems there are 2 types of high school seniors. Those who would repeat all 4 years of high school, and those who can't wait to leave. Though the last day was bittersweet, it was bearable because in the company of the friends we had known since elementary school, we were all feeling the end. But it wasn't over just yet, because we still had the senior events of this past week to look forward to. The boat dance is always the senior event highlight. Of course, we were skeptical given the cold and rainy weather forecast, but the rain became a blessing that nudged everyone inside the boat and onto the dance floor. There, we witnessed Ola impressively rapping to Problem. John Clancy monopolizing the microphone during Don't Stop Believin'. Jack Fontaine going crazy on the air guitar, and I mean absolutely crazy. And Parsa singing every single Spanish word of Bailando. There was no better way to end the night than standing in a circle, arms wrapped around one another, singing along to Piano Man by Billy Joel, as one cohesive voice, followed, of course, by a giant group hug in the middle of the dance floor, because that's just how our class is. And then we moved on to baccalaureate. We sang together, listened together, and wished each other well. We were encouraged by Mrs. Donahue to pursue a path with a heart. We lit our candles, we extinguished our candles, and finally, we let go of Dover-Sherborn. After letting go at baccalaureate, we recognized the many accomplishments and achievements of our fellow classmates at the awards ceremony. Last night, we were continuously reminded that we weren't only the class of 2015, but the graduating class of 2015. So who are we? The class that has often been described as the best class to come through Dover-Sherborn in quite some time. The class that has had a relationship with the faculty and administration that is second to none. A class that is so great that one of our class advisors, Mrs. Genetasio, has actually decided to graduate with us. We are a class that is irreplaceable. We began in different places, some in Dover, some in Sherborn, some in other towns or even states, but we have all grown together as the class of 2015. With its ups and downs, it can be hard to love high school. I mean, after all, it is high school, but it's hard not to love Dover-Sherborn High School. So yes, the numbers speak for themselves, but as Dover-Sherborn students, we were never treated as just numbers. We have learned all sorts of things about the formal school curriculum and the perhaps more important life curriculum. We have learned what we can do, which we learned is more than we ever thought possible. We won't be measuring our time spent here in numbers. We will be measuring our time here in the friendships we've made, the experiences we've had, and the memories that we all hold dear. And we look ahead with enthusiasm, knowing that wherever our lives lead us, we will always be connected through the moments we've shared as the class of 2015. Thank you.
I now have the pleasure of announcing the Denise Lonergan Award. This is an annual award in honor of Denise Lonergan, a former headmaster and mathematics department chair at Dover-Sherborn High School. Denise served the high school community for over 33 years. This award is presented annually to members of the senior class, one boy and one girl, active in the school community, in good academic standing, and possessing the following qualities: altruism, character, diligence, integrity, and loyalty. I would ask that the following two students please come forward to accept this prestigious honor: Michelle Marissa Alessandro and Mark Elias Seisler. We will now have a selection by the Dover-Sherborn Vocal Ensemble.
Somebody say Muppety Young. Pick me up with golden hand. I may see you, I may tell you to run. Nobody say Muppety Young. I would like to hold my hand. We will run, we will run. I would like to hold my hand. We will run, we will run. Send me my way, doo-ja, ja-doo-ja, 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 ja-doo-ja.
Good evening, parents, guardians, school and town officials, faculty, family, friends, and members of the class of 2015. As your headmaster, I have the honor of presenting the class of 2015. Before I address the class of 2015, I want to take a brief moment to thank those who made this week possible. A special thanks to Linda Getchell for all of her organization of our Senior Awards Night. A special thank you to our custodians, building and ground staff for preparing our grounds for tonight's celebration. Thank you to Elliot Lucille for organizing our graduation rehearsal and the graduation setup. A very special thank you to my administrative assistant, Miss Mary Lasivita, for her attention to details and for providing our students, parents, and our community with a celebration for which we can all be very proud. This is a process which begins in November for Mary, and after tonight, she can finally breathe a sigh of relief. Finally, I would like to take a moment to thank our superintendent, Mr. Bliss, for his dedication to our schools, our communities, and our students over these past 6 years. On behalf of Dover-Sherborn High School, I thank you, Mr. Bliss. Graduates, over these past few days, you've heard from various important people in your lives. You've been congratulated on your many accomplishments, and you certainly have been wished good luck. Many of you have been reminded of the various experiences you have had that led you to be sitting here on the Norris Earl Field. You've been told to follow your passion, continue to work hard in your future endeavors, Use your talents and your skills successfully to navigate college and work, and to give back any way that you can. These are all important messages, and no doubt they all ring true. I, however, have a very simple message for you. Enjoy this moment. Adjust your cap again and again to have it fit your head just right. Enjoy the beautiful sounds of our a cappella and our vocal ensemble. Take pleasure in hearing the band play as you are announced as graduates. Enjoy the beautiful skies and the cool breeze that rolls across the Nora Searle Field. Enjoy the fact that your parents, your family, and your friends are here to celebrate and cheer your name. Take pride in wearing your school's colors and being a Raider. Smile knowing that you are important. After all, your full formal name is printed on a program for thousands of people to read. Of course, reflecting on your personal past can be fun, maybe a little sad, but often quite rewarding. Envisioning the future is exciting, full of uncertainty, but also limitless. Enjoying the moment now is so often taken for granted. As you sit here facing me, think about Annie Erickson or Stephanie Van Riet's unwavering smile, Izzy Parizzo's sense of humor, Drew Cavaney's awesome beard, or Parsa Shahidi's good fashion sense. These are virtual constants, and they make our days happy and fulfilling. Enjoy that pat on the back or a kiss from a parent. Relish that hug or a high five from your best friend. Beam with pride as you shake the hand of one of your favorite teachers. This current moment is truly a blessing. You are smart, you are well-read, you are accomplished, and you certainly look very sharp. From this evening, you will go in many different directions, but right now in this moment, you are the most important people on our entire campus. Walt Whitman once said, "Happiness, not in another place, but this place. Not for another hour, but this hour." Class of 2015, thank you for the happiness and the pride you have brought me. Thank you for the honor of serving as your headmaster. Thank you for providing me with this moment. Good luck and best wishes. Thank you. Superintendent Bliss, I'm extremely proud to present the Dover-Sherborn High School class of 2015. They have each satisfied the rigorous standards set forth by the policies of our school system. They are ready to receive their diplomas. Mr. Bliss, would you please come forward to accept the class of 2015?
Good evening, Regional School Committee members, including Ms. Dana White, Chair, Mrs. Claire Graham, colleague administrators, including Dr. Karen Leduc, Assistant Superintendent, Mr. John Smith, Dover-Sherborn High School Headmaster, Ms. Ann Deaver-Keegan, Assistant Headmaster, Ms. Ellen Shagnon, Guidance Director, Mr. Heath Rollins, Athletic Director, faculty and staff, Mr. James Dawle, Chair, Dover Board of Selectmen, Mr. Mike Gimo, Chair, Sherborn Board of Selectmen, members of the class of 2015, parents, guardians, grandparents, siblings, and members of the media. It is a pleasure welcoming you to campus this evening for these commencement exercises of the Dover-Sherborn Regional High School class of 2015. It is appropriate to give thanks to and recognize Dover-Sherborn educators retiring this year. Mrs. Denise Hosey and Mr. Ed McAdams are retiring from Pine Hill. Mrs. Pam Haggett is retiring from the Chickering School. Ms. Marilyn Dowd is retiring from the middle school. From Dover-Sherborn High School, we extend best wishes for health and happiness in retirement to Mr. Charlie Chickless for his overwhelming 49 years of service and and to Mrs. Carolyn Genetasio for her 13 years of service. On behalf of the school committees, administration, faculty, staff, and members of the class of 2015, we offer our profound and heartfelt thanks for your service to the students and families of both Dover and Sherborn. The spring season invariably inspires feelings of renewal, enthusiasm, excitement, and energy. These feelings are especially poignant for graduates, given that the spring of one's senior year represents a remarkable point of demarcation in his or her young adult life. This time in the life of a graduating senior is a crossroads, the end of a long and exhilarating journey, and the outset of what promises to be something even more exhilarating. I offer that this season of change can also evoke considerable anxiety and uneasiness. These emotions are likely a common denominator among all 151 of you this evening. Please know that as you try to reconcile these emotions, the adults in your life, including parents, guardians, grandparents, family members, siblings, teachers, administrators, also struggle at this time and with these emotions that at times seem at odds. The adults in your life traversed this 13-year journey with you, and while we're elated and proud to bear witness as you receive your diploma this night and begin the next chapter of your young adult life, be it through post-secondary studies, the military, or workforce, it is difficult for us to let you go. As apprehensive as we may be, and as conflicted as we may feel about letting you go, we must do so, albeit with confidence and peace of mind that you are empowered, enabled, and equipped to meet with success and to make a difference in this world. As you embark on the next chapter of your life journey, please be cognizant of not only what a high school diploma signifies, but what a Dover-Sherborn diploma signifies. On the surface, a diploma from any high school in Massachusetts confirms demonstrated mastery of and attainment of credits related to a liberal arts program of studies. A diploma also attests to one's having met state-mandated proficiency standards, specifically in English, mathematics, and the sciences. The diploma conferred to each of you this evening signifies exponentially more than subject matter mastery, assessment proficiency, or credit attainment. For a diploma from Dover-Sherborn confirms that you succeeded in meeting standards of excellence unique to our school system as one of the best public schools in the Commonwealth. When your diploma is conferred moments from now, you join the ranks of Dover-Sherborn alumni, and in so doing, confirm a lifelong association with what is most aptly described as your Dover-Sherborn family. Beyond anything learned in a textbook or demonstrated on an AP exam, we hope, pray, and trust that compassion, generosity, decency, humility, and wisdom are the most vital lessons learned under our collective tutelage. As DS graduates, you are called upon and expected to embody these traits. Having had the privilege and honor of working with and getting to know this class, I am confident that each of you stands ready to accept this challenge. Moreover, I am hopeful that you will reflect on the many blessings bestowed upon you and be forever mindful to give back and to work tirelessly for the betterment of our society. I need not remind you that this is likely the last time you will assemble as the class of 2015 in its entirety. While you may return to campus to visit a teacher or to attend a school event, and it is true that class reunions provide an opportunity for members of a graduating class to assemble, the fact remains that your time together as a class is fleeting. As you've most surely discovered in your early years as young adults, time races on, and a world of rich and plentiful opportunities awaits you. This evening's sunset brings this 13-year journey to a close. May tomorrow's sunrise fortify in you the vision, perseverance, wisdom, and patience to face life's challenges, to make a difference in the world, and to enjoy peace and fulfillment all the days of your lives. Thank you and congratulations.
At this time, I would ask Superintendent Stephen Bliss, School Committee Chair Ms. Dana White, and Regional School Committee Member Ms. Claire Graham, please come forward as we begin to present the diplomas. Brian Joseph Thompson. Rachel Elizabeth Frankenfield. Brianna Florence Borghi. Alexandra Samanska. Parsa Shahidi. Drew Norman Caveney. Abigail Conover O'Reilly. Daniel Charles Moon. Christopher James Assetti. Michelle Marissa Alessandro. Scott David Ambos. Matthew Francis Armo. Christelle Sophia Asacker. Marissa Elizabeth Bashan. Alexander Zachary Barbario. Olivia Barbier. Dylan Morris Baruti. Tamar Arusag Bersamian. Holly Catherine Birchman. Samuel Frederick Wolf Barubi. Emily Elizabeth Blatt. Alexandra Marie Blizzard. Caroline Marie Body. Caroline Elizabeth Bono. Jameson Grant Braun. Wolfgang Dodo Brevis. Ryan James Brown. Stefan Toussaint Brown. Matthew Gordon Bruggerman. Virginia Evelyn Burton. Aiden Lakota Bush. Eric Daniel Callahan. Kyle Joseph Callahan. Gregory Charles Cannon. Catherine Mary Caruso. Brian Patrick Kavanaugh. Andrew James Sempillin. Teresa Yu Chen. Colette Ashley Clare. John Leo Clancy. Sarah Frances Clapp. Hayden Maxwell Cooper. Jason Benjamin Craig. Brian Michael Crowley. Emily Caroline Cunningham. Mark Elias Seisler. Michael Hunter Daly. Edward Raymond Debevoise. George Dorn Doherty. Nicholas Samuel Dombrowski. Emily Ann Doherty. Frances Helen Donahue Dumar. Caroline Hutchins Edgener. Anne Cecilia Erickson. Meredith Joan Falb. Scott William Fallon. Allison Marie Pham. Evan Arkle Fitzpatrick. John Weiler Fontaine. Catherine Lucille Tufts Franson, D.C. Caitlin Nicole Galatano. Abigail Rosemary Gannon. Oliver James Gardner. Charlotte Louise Garland. Joseph Henry Gately III. Marissa Patrice Jaimo. Austin Michael Gillespie. Emma Elizabeth Gillespie. Lucy May Gladstone. Sarah Jane Graham. Ellen Wilkins Green. Grant Wilson Gregory. Catherine Beatrice Grenier. Sophie Juliette Grossbaum. Talia Elise Grossbaum. Megan Rose Hall. J. Roderick Hamilton. Shannon Rose Hanlon.
Switch over.
Brittany Ann Hansen. Ava Rachel Harden. Victoria Doreen Hartley. Alexander David Heffron Hunter. Maria Elizabeth Hines. John William Henderson V. Monica Ann Hennessy. Diana Holliner. Andre Iniguez. Michael Alexander Jenkins. Alyssa Sydney Kelly. Corey Shivani Khanna. Andreas Kontopoulos. Michael Edward Kramer. Jacob David Quatcher. Sarah Ada Lamont. Elias Aaron Levinson. Hannah Marie Liu. Christopher Alden Maycumber. Catherine Mangame. Emily Wrong Mannix. William James Martin. Sarah Elizabeth Mastrobono. Catherine Quinn Mathieson. Craig Kane Maxwell. Brendan Edward McCarthy, Jr. Severine Taria McAlrath. Molly Francis McGill. Allie Glenn Memmott. Carter Strong Mitchell. William Potter Mitchell. Jonathan Michael Montella. Elizabeth Ludke Montesano. Alexis Gwen Morell. Zachary Rutherford Maruzzi. Robert Joseph Mosier. Madison Rose Murphy. Mary Catherine Newport. Mitchell Raymond O'Connor. Isabel Wright Perizzo. Maximilian Donald Summer Peterson. Abigail Caroline Polson. Connor Clough Rocket. Eliza Mall Rogers. Caroline Renee Rossi. Samuel Mehdi Roshani. Thomas Collins Saulnier. Benjamin Lincoln Schroeder. Samuel Carl Schroeder. Joel Evan Schulman. Emily Rose Sinclair. Connor Danford Smith. Devin Welch Smith. Stephen Worthington Smith. Catherine Hallie Stengel. Sarah Elizabeth Stevens. Jonathan Charles Sullivan. Chad Joseph Thompson. Sadie Elizabeth Thompson. Priyan Darren Thurrutnam. Caroline Phillips Twining. Sydney Lee Tavilt. Stephanie Isabella Van Riet. Julie Marie Washik. Alexandra Brandeis White. Chloe Louisa Williams. Christopher Mark Williams. Arthur Stolting Woldridge. Oliver Jacob Usina. Tess Petula Yunt. Kelly Ann Zenzi. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to once again welcome your class president for 2015, Mr. Thompson.
All right. It is my honor to pronounce the class of 2015 graduated. Please move your tassel from the right to the left. All right, party on.
There's flash in the air.
There's a flash mob.
I was so confused. I don't want to leave.
Can we leave?
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the class of 2015.